Thanks to all our active patrons who have contributed a lifetime of $100 or more to reach Garuk Dong level status.
Here is the list of those special patrons in order of contributions.
If you would like to support our show, check out the CommanderSmiths at patreon.com. Ooh, welcome to the CommanderSmiths. Oh, I muted.
That didn't hit. Sorry.
Okay,
we are the CommanderSmiths. I hit the button. It didn't turn.
I am Adam Smith.
And I'm Lowery Smith.
Don't worry.
Or cousins.
Like immediately when I had no sound for me, I was like, shit, what did I do? What did I do? I'm looking at everything. Like, where's he muted?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So this is episode 251, and it feels like we just did an episode a couple days ago, and in fact we did.
Because we did. Because we did.
Yeah, so we're back on track. We're on a Monday, live on a Monday, and what do we have in store tonight, Lowery?
Oh, what was the title?
Well, my clickbait title, or
it was a
actual...
lie. It was a lie. That's why do salty cards rule Commander? They don't
rule the
because
world
there
are
decent people out there.
Who?
That's why.
Nobody I know. Nobody on the Discord. Oh, it says I'm
right.
significantly
I don't know about Renshai. Every time I'm building a deck, he's like snacks, and so, and in my head, it makes me hungry because I go snacks. But that's. But
Black Horizon saying I'm significantly quieter. Am I still quieter than everybody? Then maybe I just don't have the mic.
You were for a second. You definitely were for a second, but you popped up again.
Maybe it's. I'm looking at my sound stuff here. It does look like it's a little on the quiet side. Let's see. Maybe that helps a little. There we go. I think that got my sound up. I hope that works.
Oh shit!
What?
I pulled my headphones. Welcome to the shit show.
Oh, this is going to be an episode. That's what it's going to be. So, we do start a new era of Stump the Smith Savant.
Okay.
We are doing the 10,000 EDHREC decks or more. Prizes are being added quicker because we're doing this change. So every 3 weeks now we will be adding a card to the ante.
What are we adding this week?
Good point. This week we're going to do some of the 30th anniversary stuff. So we're going to do Nicol Bolas, the what is it? It's not the is it QB Cubby? It looks like a pop figurine, but I know I
haven't opened mine yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Speaking of, you guys can check out Lowery's pack openings. He's opening a pack every single day from the 30th anniversary countdown kit. What are some big foils that you gotten in there? Have you gotten some? Nice
I've only gotten one big foil, and that would be Necropotence.
Hey, dude,
which was awesome.
Oh wait, you need this.
Oh, good for you.
I've only opened one foil Necropotence, and I've opened a shit ton of Necropotences because of the shipping, whatever, mistake stuff, whatever, and orders, whatever. But I feel like there is not that many Necropotences out there. Potences out there. So you got lucky, dude. That's a good one to pull. But you didn't get your Mox. Your Mox wasn't in foil, though?
Just normal. I got a Lightning Helix, Squee, and one other card before Necropotence. And so they're all...
Renshai is saying it's called Ghibli?
Ghibli.
It's like almost like Gimli from Lord of the Rings, a little bit.
Ghibli, I don't know.
I thought they were like Chewbies.
I don't know. What are Chewbies? Is this like a different language? What are you guys talking about?
I don't know. All right,
Staple Versus is going to be
DRC
versus, which is Dragon Rage Chandler.
Yeah, I was like, what is DRC?
It's shortened because it's apparently good enough to get a nickname. Versus Burning Prophets, which is what I'm going to be defending because I enjoy that card. No, do not downs it.
Boo. Chibi.
Boo.
Chibi is what Black Horizon. Chibi. Yeah, it's Chibi. Yeah, that's.
Oh, is that how the G is?
I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Whatever. Let's get off of the Nicol Bolas. It's the Nicol Bolas from the 30th anniversary countdown kit. It's right here, right there.
And Guy Incognito
is
is
our stumper this
trying to get me tonight, and so he's not going to win that card. Sorry.
Ooh, somebody's getting a little cocky here.
Right.
We're not going to get too much chatter in the beginning. We want to get to this episode because if you guys remember a couple weeks ago when we did the 100 cards of the top 100 cards, we're doing the same thing with the salty stuff, but
salty shit.
But the salty stuff. So this actually might have a lot more discussion, whereas I felt like the 100 top cards had a lot of repeats. You had the signets, you had, a lot of monorocks and stuff. So that we went by quick. This is going to be more like game winners. Like the reason why they're salty is because people use them and they're really good cards. So this should be an interesting episode here. So it's very similar to the one we did before, but I think there's going to be a lot more back and forth discussions. And we want to hear what you guys have to say in the chat as we're doing it too. Okay, so why don't we get into this is the fastest time we're getting into our tags before even the 10-minute mark. Yeah, this is crazy. And we don't have any shots, and that's even crazier.
I was going to say, well, something's wrong. That's why I started drinking earlier.
Okay, so one really quick, really, really big announcement. You guys listening live right now, you guys listening later that are listen to the audio podcast, or even if you watch the YouTube thing, you're going to want to tune in on Wednesday live. We're going to be live again this Wednesday, and that's when the podcast will go, audio version will go out. So if you're hearing this on Wednesday, you should tune in at 9 p.m. Central Time, because we are going to be giving away $1,000 worth of Magic gear, stuff, cards, and everything. It's over $1,000. That sounds better when we say $1,000 for 1,000 subs on YouTube.
Exactly.
So when
we don't have 1,000, there's a drive to
1,000
subs.
So it's not going to be the giveaway on Wednesday, but it's going to start the giveaway.
It's going to be like a call-in on public radio where people just call in and be like, "Oh, I love your stuff," and then they donate, and then we. Yeah. That's not what it's going to be like, is it?
No, it's not at all.
No. Okay.
So we're testing something out. So I kind of came up with an idea of how to give away things on YouTube, because as we bitch about, Twitter does not do anything, as you guys will see tonight with, you won't really see it, but let me tell you, 5 people voted for Staple versus this last, it was only 3 days ago, but still. 5 people compared to almost 100 on YouTube. So really Twitter is, when we've done giveaways on Twitter, it does okay, but it's not the numbers that we want to get. So we're trying to figure out how to do giveaways with YouTube. And I think we have something figured out, and this is going to be our biggest giveaway. It might go for...
It could just be the biggest shit show, though, too. But hopefully not.
That's what we're testing this out. But it's $1,000 worth of cards. $1,000 worth of cards and gear and all that stuff. So you guys are going to want to tune in for that. Even if you don't...
if we did this on Twitter, then we would just know the 5-7 people that voted. They just get tons of stuff. Doji
with the 15 Malort Mondays is what he says. Malort Mondays. Well, we might as well get one of those going.
We're doing that right now. Are we done with the giveaway thing? You'll find out. Tune in on Wednesday.
Well, let me finish that up. So Wednesday, it's when it starts the giveaway. So all of you guys, even if you can't tune in Wednesday, it's not going to be over. You can check it out on Thursday or whatever. The key is going to be the comments part, and that's going to be the giveaway, and obviously hitting the subs. When we hit that 1,000 sub mark, big stuff's going to happen. And I will say, for those of you that are patrons, I'm not saying you need to bump it up to $5, but there's a big hint of there's going to be a bonus giveaway for the patrons.
We're not telling you, but if you're at $5 or more, that is where the bonus stuff happens. When we break records, we open a box for you.
It's always the $5.
It's the better place to be.
Yeah. And that is going to be a little different this time. Instead of waiting a month after whatever, it's going to be when we hit that 1,000, whoever's $5 and over. So that's going to be
this could backfire. Like people at $20 might want to back down to $5 just because. Because.
It's a good point. All right, Doji, thank you very much. Here is first Malort of the night.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm pouring.
Oh shit, Platypus Hobo. We got another one. Not enough shots, clearly. All right. So we got 2 of them coming. Oh, and I didn't hit the button. Hang on. Give me just 1 second.
Lizard of Cause.
Wiener,
Alex?
Wiener. Hey, Smith.
Always
All right,
pays
get it
his
out of there.
Hold on, was the button actually going? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, no,
Or is it
because
just
I
you
turned.
going wiener?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. It's okay. Let's do the shot.
Yeah, let's get this out of here.
Doji, cheers, mate.
Did you write down our other one too?
I'll write it down.
Oh.
Platypus Hobo. Do you prefer to go by Platypus or your last name Hobo?
A pea hobo. Ugh.
You know what? That wasn't that bad.
Shut up.
Yeah, I know that was weird.
Although you did say that last week. You said the first one was not bad, and then it
I think
progressively
I'm getting
got
used
worse.
to it. Yeah. After it's a year at this point.
All right. Ugh. Not a year of consistent. This has been like a consistent. We've been taking Malort since like fall.
That's
that
true.
You would think it would be good, or I'd be used to it. Ugh. Okay. Let me get back to it. I got to get a new beer. What are you drinking, by the way? Why don't you tell me what you're drinking so I can get my own beer?
Just a Lizard of Cause that I've been. Mr. Hockey gave me three or 4 of them, and so this is just one of the batch. He doesn't like it. It gets me drunk. I'm fine with it.
It makes the
Look,
podcast fun.
Right.
Otherwise,
without
it
this,
sucks.
it's not.
Yeah, it's terrible. I'm still drinking my Northeast because, like I said, I have like 2 cases from the party that no one drank anything, including myself at the party. Pea hobo. All right. Okay. So that's a giveaway. Tune in on Wednesday, 9:00 Central Time. And then Ibukaki, what are you doing here? Take
a delicious one for me.
Hey, thank you. Actually, I had one of the Christmas tree Advent things that my wife got me. I had it out, and I'm like, God, I want to take a regular shot. He wants
a normal one.
Yeah. So
is that what our normal shot is?
Yep, $10 for both of us. So Fireball for me. That's off of this bottle. The only reason I'm taking the Fireball is because it doesn't fit in the hole. Yeah, it's a little odd shaped. So I'll take that one for the end there. Okay, so that's a giveaway. You guys can donate to the podcast like Ibukaki, like Platypus Hobo, and like Doji did. That is one of the ways to support the show is you guys can do that on the live feed with YouTube, or anytime we're live, you actually can donate, make us do some stuff and all that. But the other way you can financially support the show is by becoming a patron. $1 or more gets you into the Discord. Allows you to play games and chat with everybody in the Discord and all that. $5 or more gets you proxies each month if you so choose. The higher you move up on the tiers, you can get foil proxies. Oh, jeez.
I'm struggling over here.
Bless you, sir.
Yep.
And so, yeah, the higher you move on the tiers and all that stuff, you can get some foil stuff. But that helps us. It supports everything, basically paying us or paying out to buy the prizes, buy all the stuff, the giveaways and all that stuff. So everything that you guys put towards us, it totally goes right back into the show. So thank you guys so much for that.
Also, we're let's hype this right now. SmithCon as well. This helps us.
That is a good point. Right now,
do it, and we're already saving for that because we just paid it off. So it's
just so you guys,
it's like when you pay off your phone and then
you have to buy a new phone.
one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, just so you guys know, the donations on the live stuff at this point is all going towards SmithCon.
Right.
Like we're saving it so that we're not taken by surprise like we did. Not that it was a surprise. It was just like we didn't know how much it was going to cost us. And then it was just like, all right, 5 months until we actually get paid back, like you were just saying. So, okay, so that's the financial way to support the show. If you can't support us that way, or you don't like us that much and you just, you just like listen to us and all that, the best way to support us then, and the free way to support us, is to subscribe on YouTube. And you're going to benefit from that just by subscribing. On Wednesday, it all starts. And if this works out the way we're hoping it does, there'll continuously be giveaways on YouTube. So highly recommend that you guys subscribe there, not only to help us out, but also to help us help you, is what it is. Because you're going to get giveaways and you're going to get fun stuff like that. So subscribe there. But the other thing about subscribing is you also get notifications for all of our YouTube stuff. So we got the podcast, which is right now what we're doing. You have curated MTG, which is twice a week. And Lowery, what was your curated MTG? What is the days now? It's on
Tuesdays and Saturdays.
So
at
tomorrow.
This point. It has not been doing well. I do not know tomorrow's.
Okay. So what was your Saturday one? Do you remember?
No.
It was tap. No, was that wasn't the tapping one. That was last week's.
It was Aura of Dominion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. So it's the
that's
tapping.
sweet.
Yep.
It's a sweet one. It's an aura that goes on a creature, right?
Yeah.
And then you can pay 1, tap another creature to untap the creature that aura is on. And so if you have a commander that taps for something like Vanifair, you can do it multiple times, and it's you get a lot of value out of it in those ones where you have commanders that like Emery or something like that. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's
you're reading while talking. Yeah,
I was like,
you
I'm done.
weren't even done with your sentence.
Go on.
I'm gonna read. Okay, so the biggest thing with the curated MTGs is just make sure any of the shorts. You just make sure you watch it, give it a like, and that's how you guys can make those suckers go viral. We also have, like we mentioned earlier, Lowery's Advent calendar. He's opening those. We have pack openings
daily.
We have the battle boxes. We have the Commander Discord games. What else? Oh, proxies. I will post the finished product of the proxies on there. There's just so many videos, and so that's why you guys should subscribe, because
we do a lot.
There's a lot of shit going on.
For
a podcast. I was just thinking about that today. It's like, we're a podcast, and we do probably, like, the podcast is like this now small part of everything else that we do.
I mean, like, percentage of what people watch and listen to, it's still probably the
right. It's the majority of it, but that's because our other stuff people don't watch.
And this is where I can do my shout out.
Oh,
like right now, it was kind of fun. I sent cards to a listener. I didn't even know it, but Hatchman Do. I'm glad that you enjoyed the cards that I sent to you. Like, it's fun to randomly get like, hey, we listen to you, a long time listener type thing. And it's like,
awesome.
wow, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I never, even though we're still really small time, I never expected this support, and all of you listening are awesome.
Yeah.
So
that's how you know we're not big enough yet, because we don't have a lot of dicks yet out there. I'm just kidding.
No, there's no.
I mean, there's a lot of dicks in our Discord, but it's joking dicks.
That's fine. That's...
Okay, so that is the free way to support the show. Just jump on YouTube, subscribe, and it's going to benefit you coming up on Wednesday here quite a bit if you aren't subscribed already. Let's see. Oh, I'll mention that on the Wednesday stuff. Okay. You can also follow us on Twitter, Discord Ultralight. We do post everything we do there. We don't really chat too much there. I did chat with number 2 a little bit today, because he was posting about the spoiler and how it could be a sliver and all that stuff, and I just kind of ranted on that. And
what?
I don't know. He got there was a spoiler.
Are we talking about Twitter?
I was on Twitter a little bit today, just actually chatting with number 2. But yeah, so we don't really do a lot there, but you can direct message us. We will respond to you guys if there are messages and everything on there. You can do that there, or you can direct message us by shooting us an email at commandersmiths@gmail.com. And that is where you can send the suggestions for this. It's time for everyone's favorite game show.
I know what it is. I just don't know the names.
I have to try remind myself. Oh, we got another donation. Renshai with a donation there. What is his? You owe me shots next time, mofos. Okay. Well, if we get drunk enough tonight, it might turn into a 4th shot night, because we're getting a nice clean one in there. We'll see. It's more if we got to convince Dad Lowery to do it. I got to get him drunk enough to be like, Lowery, let's take that 4th shot.
Last time, we only did 3 shots on Thursday night, and I went upstairs, and Elise was having a real rough night, and my wife had brought her into bed, which rarely happens, and I'm drunk as a skunk, and I'm like, get out of here, I'll take care of the kid. And the next day she's like, you reeked of booze. And so
you're
I don't
welcome.
know, they're still all kind of sick.
All right.
I don't think she liked the idea of big old Lowery drunk and sitting next to a child that's a little
Speaking
30
of,
pounds.
should we be taking another shot right now?
No, like right. Well, okay, hold on.
You
That's
need
not
your
a bad-
thinking juice.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm getting there already. I'm not worried about it. Let's do it though. Let's do it.
All right. While we're pouring these out, I will go over everything with this. If you guys don't know how this game works, I am going to be reading the flavor text of a card, and Lowery is going to try to guess the card by asking yes or no questions. Every yes will hear this.
Hello, boobies.
Every no will hear this.
Wrong, wrong.
Did you just lick the bottle?
It's force of
What is
habit, but
wrong
yes,
with
it was
you?
really gross.
What?
It's so bad. It was a bad idea. Okay.
I immediately regret this decision.
Immediately regret it. It's not good anymore.
Lowery will get up to 3 clues. And that was, I already mentioned the 3 clue part. He gets up to 5 wrong guesses. I already mentioned that part too. The thing that has changed is now it has to be in at least 10,000 EDHREC decks. We, like I mentioned before, are doing it every 3 weeks. We're adding to the ante. I'm just making sure. I'm trying to do a whole bunch of things at once. I have eliminated the chat, so Lowery can't see the chat. So chat can play along and try to guess it or Google it before Lowery gets it. And before we get to that, we are going to take our shot really quick.
Read it, and then when I'm doing that first bit of thinking,
Wait, what?
we can do it.
You want to do it? Oh, okay. You want to
Yeah,
wait a
read
little
the
bit?
flavor, and that first. It probably entertainment value. I don't know.
Well, the funny thing is, I didn't pull up the card yet because I was going to do it weird.
Oh, all right. Let's take the shot.
No,
Let's take the shot.
it's-
This is all right.
Who's that
Who's
from?
this? Hold on. This one's from Platypus Hobo.
Platypus P Hobo. Thank you, buddy.
Hobo, thanks so much, my man.
It always has to sit in my mouth for a
Way
sec.
worse. Way worse.
And then I swallow. That didn't sound good either.
Ugh.
Oh, disgusting.
Yep.
All right.
Ugh.
This week's Stumper, again, like I mentioned, we have this Nicol Bolas from the 30th anniversary kits that is on the line. Guy Incognito from the Discord is our Stumper this week, and we are in week 1, round, I think it was 15 or 16 at this point, but this is new era, so it's round 1 of the new era.
All right.
All right, here we go. The Royal redraws the world as it passes, leaving only the hedrons unchanged. Please hit that button.
One,
She can't even read.
two.
Yep. The Royal redraws the world as it passes, leaving only the hedrons unchanged.
All right. The Royal?
The Royal. ROIL. The Royal redraws the world as it passes, leaving only the hedrons unchanged. Ugh, that shot is still lingering.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay, so Hedrons is a Zendikar thing for sure. Is this... I don't even have to ask that question. Give me a second.
Well, if you want boobies, you can ask whatever you want.
All right. Is this on the Eldrazi plane?
Hello, boobies.
Is it on Zendikar, I guess? Is that what it is?
Hello, boobies.
Hi. That sounded way too nerdy when I said that. Hi.
Hi.
I went back.
Hi,
I went to middle
boobies.
school. Saw a girl that was slightly developed. And I was like, "Wow, hi." Wow.
Nobody has
um,
it so far on. There's a lot of guesses, but nobody's on it.
As the royal passes, everything.
Like added. No, it doesn't say that. The Royal redraws the world as it passes, leaving only the hedrons or hedrons unchanged.
So the question ends up being, okay, so we know this is unlikely in the original Zendikar or World Wake. it could be from Rise of Eldrazi. It could be Battle for Zendikar and the next one, or Rise of Zendikar. So those are kind of the options. It could be All Is Dust, but I'm not 100%. Is this a colorless card?
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Okay.
And
Is
chat
this
is still
a-
trying to get it here.
Is this a okay, hold on. I'll should stick to my guns. All right, let's is this no. I'll take a first clue. Please.
Yeah, I was like, you're having tons of guesses and not even a clue yet. The art features floating hedrons and vines in the foreground. I wrote that all weird to myself. It was
Vines in the foreground?
The art
the
features
foreground?
floating hedrons and vines in the foreground.
So is it like a wizard sleeve hedron or what?
A wizard sleeve?
That was a circumcision joke
Yeah, I
right
got
there.
you.
Yeah, all
I
right.
don't know if you would call it a joke.
Fair. All right. Let's see how it is. Rough crowd
Oh,
tonight.
Cole pulls it out. Oh, yeah.
See, that you can't say that after a dick joke. All right. That's there are vines in the foreground. So at the beginning of the picture, there's hedrons in the background.
Mhm.
Can I say that? That's
Mhm.
okay. Confirmation. Hedrons in the background, vines in the foreground.
I guess Ibukaki was spelling it out one letter at a time, but he didn't finish it before Cole finished it.
So Haki had this one too, huh?
I think so. I think that's what he was doing. He was spelling it out right, but he didn't finish. He like stopped
Interesting.
3 letters in.
He's just edging himself.
Yeah,
That's
Black
fine.
Horizon, you were on the right track, but I didn't want to confirm that you were on the right track because it would give it away of what it was. So I was like, not going to say anything. That was my nerd voice. I don't know why I did a nerd voice thing.
Okay, is this a non-permanent spell?
Okay, you're doing the negative whatever. Yes.
Hello, boobies.
It's like-
Is this an instant or source?
yeah,
That's essentially what
yeah, I know. I have to like wait. Which one is he asking? Non-negative blah blah blah. Okay, got it. Yep.
All right. But it's not a colorless
Correct.
spell.
Don't confuse me with these words.
I'm sorry.
Is this
Um,
not a non? Give me lots of negatives and cancel out and become a positive.
That's just hey, wizards, you can hire me to write cards. Like that's no,
I mean, sure.
I mean, they could. That'd be awesome. Podcast is dead, but
Yeah. See you later, Adam.
I'm gonna go work for $30,000 a year.
Yeah. No, you're
I
gonna
don't know
get
how
paid
much
in
they make.
prize cards. They're gonna.
Oh man, I'd be down.
Yeah, I know you would.
With the whole
And
family
you
out
won't
there.
sell
I'm gonna get
anything. You're
cards.
like, I'm sorry, Kirsten. This is what I make. These are worth that, but I'm not selling anything. I'll trade them.
We don't have to pay taxes on that. That's no way. No way.
See, I'm saving us money.
Don't consider buying the house at a more expensive rate. Okay. So this is a colored spell. I'm very lost. I'll admit that. I'm surprised that other people know that. So that means that this is a very common card.
Oh, you hear that, Ibukaki? He's calling you out. He's saying because you know it. It's a very common card.
No. We had like what 3-4 people get it right in a row.
Just kidding.
It wasn't just him. He was part of it.
I'm trying to create tension between
He-
you and Ibukaki because he's
There's nothing that can
he
get
loves
between
Lowery.
us.
I know.
We are
well, a penis, but that's about
right
it.
next to each other.
You know.
Yep. That. Just like that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty lost.
You remember how Renshai said that it'll be a 2-hour podcast because Lowery won't get Stump the Smith?
Yeah, no, he got this. He got this. Is this a sorcery spell?
Wrong.
Okay, so it's an instant. Let's take a second clue, please.
The text features a sacrifice for double the benefit. The text features a sacrifice for double the benefit. The art features floating hedrons and vines in the foreground.
What was the second clue, please?
The text features a sacrifice for double the benefit. Ibukaki says more shots will help Lowery.
No, I don't know if they will. Let's just confirm. This is an instant, right?
Hello, boobies.
You just wanted me to say hello, boobies. That's all you
Well,
wanted.
I mean, it's it's a de-stressor. It was either that or one marijuana. So, I'll take it.
I actually had to tell your oatmeal bit to the to the 50th birthday party I was at this weekend with the old neighbors, Gary and Brad. I was like, guess what Lowery did? And they're like, ah!
Did they laugh?
Yes.
That's good. My wife did not laugh, but that's okay.
All right, final clue. This card is in 111,000 EDHREC decks. This version was first printed in Zendikar, and it's most seen in Calamax decks. I made these clues more cryptic because I thought you would have it with the art part is where I was like,
hold on. I know what it's not Zendikar. That's
it's Zendikar. I'm looking at Scryfall right now, and the first time this art appears is just Zendikar. It's not Rising, it's not any of the others, it's Zendikar. I mean, come on, give me what you think it is. You have 2 wrong. You got 3 more wrong you can get. You're all good if you think you know what it is, baby.
All right. Well, I don't know, but I don't know the name of it because I don't play it.
It's in a Calamax, baby.
It's not in my Calamax because it's a bad card. But it might not be the right thing. It's is okay. So we're talking green, blue,
and Ibukaki wrote LMFAO. Laugh my ass off, Calamax. It fits you perfect, but you probably don't have it in there.
I don't, and I more like, well, I might, but it's not. All right, so likely, is this a green card?
Hello, boobies.
Good job.
2 colorless and a green.
Hello, boobies.
This ain't Zendikar.
Dude, I'm looking at it. It is. Wait till I flip it over. Tell me what you think it is. Give it.
I don't know the name of that card that I'm thinking of.
Oh,
Doesn't help me.
You don't have any of the other the what is the text?
Is land in the
text?
In the wording.
Hello, boobies.
I didn't say it was first printed. I said this art was first printed.
Nope. That's fine. It's
the first time we're arguing about the staple verses thing. It's kind of interesting.
You're wrong.
And I'm like, I'm looking at the fucking thing right here. I don't know what to tell you. This is all it says right there. It says it. And I see the symbol. And I know that's Zendikar.
You're right. It's the other one I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Great. Sweet.
Good.
Hold
great,
on.
Grand. Wonderful.
Great. Okay, so it says as a part of casting cost, you sacrifice a land.
Hello, boobies.
You get to search your library for 2 basic lands and put them into play untapped.
Hello, boobies.
The initials are H.
Just H?
Just H. One word.
God damn it.
Bukaki. No yelling on the bus.
I thought this was the other one from Rise of Zendikar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Who's
You're wrong.
right?
You're right.
This is gonna be a fun episode. We haven't even hit the 100 cards we gotta
We're
talk
fighting.
about.
We're fighting.
Mom and Dad are fighting. I don't know what to do. Let me go through the
What?
clues one more time. Just to.
And I used all 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's the flavor again. The royal redraws the world as it passes, leaving only the hedrons unchanged. The art features floating hedrons and vines in the foreground. The text features, you already got that, sacrifice for a double the benefit. You figured that out. The card is in 111,000 EDHREC decks. This version was printed first printed in Zendikar and is most seen in Calamax. What is
that?
my name?
Hold on. Was that first printed there?
No. You're not catching. Sorry. This art version was first printed, like this particular version.
Oh,
Sorry, I should have clarified that a little bit more.
That's misleading. I'd
Well,
like to
because
say that.
there's different flavor texts. So
Sure.
this
If you said
version-
this art,
Sorry.
if this art version, that would help me. Not.
well, okay, you got it now. So what are you doing? Drinking a beer.
Good point. Good point. What am I doing? I'm gonna stall. All right.
That is the reason why I'm not getting this, but
Man, I do have it in Calamax. I do have it there.
oh, this is embarrassing.
I remember. I gotta. Okay, so I remember Heinz
The
been playing
initials
this against me one time.
H
Does not help.
starts with an H.
H. I mean, it does help because I'm fairly lost at that point. But H.
You know exactly what the card does.
Right. It's not harmonized. It's
And you got. I'm gonna read what you guess with the text. So I'm not gonna say the card name. As an additional cost to cast blank, sacrifice a land. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards and put them onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. Instant card, green.
it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't even say untapped, but that
No,
is
but
the assumed.
you're assumed that you said it
Yeah.
right because it is untapped.
Okay. I'm getting there.
There's one more. My bonus clue would have helped you a little bit, but
Probably.
it's not gonna.
Probably. I'd like to say that I don't think I ever officially asked for the third clue, but that's okay.
Yes, you did.
I don't think I did. I don't think I did.
You couldn't have got there without it, anyways.
I don't think I did.
You didn't think it was. You thought. Then when I said it was Zendikar, is when you were like, "No, this isn't Zendikar." You were totally fucking lost. The Zendikar is actually kind of what brought you almost back in, a little bit, I guess. Oh, are we getting? This is over. This is a big card. It's 100. What, guy, it's creeping in. It's getting closer. Lowery only has 2 wrong guesses, so he can guess some.
I mean, but I have them. Okay, hold on. Stop talking. All right, you're clouding my thoughts.
Well, then it just leaves the audio podcast just silent, and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is
no,
going
no,
on?"
no. I can cut. I can make some cuts. I can make it sound like I'm smarter. I can cut like all of this out and be like, oh no, I totally know this. It's
All right, chat. Just entertain me because Laura doesn't want me to talk.
God.
Ibukaki wants to text you. It's herpes.
Oh.
Now you got herpes
That makes
stuck in
sense.
your head.
Is it herpes? No, I'm just kidding. It's just kidding.
Wrong. Hello, boobies.
Wrong.
That does not count.
Um,
Because it'd be more like hemorrhoids, but that's fine.
Stop drinking beer and think.
How do you think I think? When I get lost, I pull out my spare beer in my car and start drinking
Pull
it.
out. All right. I'm going to start
And-
pouring my shot from Ibukaki because this has to end at some point.
I can't even leave because we haven't had to like have
Take
a
a regular
non-malort shot in months. And I just left it in my fridge.
So you got to take them.
But I can't go get it because
Yeah, you
it
gotta
looks
take
like I'm
them
going to
all.
go find the card.
Oh, shit. I'm glad I'm seeing you this weekend. Look at my Malort.
Yeah. Yeah, I just ran out.
Laurenti said, I wish Lowery was good at this. And Ibukaki said, me too, so I could go to bed.
All right, read through the clues again, please.
Okay. The Royal
All of it,
redraws.
all of it, all of it,
I'm
yeah.
doing it. The Royal redraws the world as it passes, leaving only the hedrons unchanged. The art features floating hedrons and vines in the foreground. The text features, you already know that. We got the text. The card is in 111,000 EDHREC decks. This version was first printed in Zendikar and is most seen in Calamax. See, I did say that. This version was first
Harrow!
printed.
Got it!
Ah, you Jesus Christ, man. That took you so long. Oh, congratulations.
I'm sorry.
What card did you think it was that wasn't Zendikar? You're like, no, you're wrong. It's not Zendikar.
I believe it's something royal.
Yeah, it's Elemental Royal or Royal
Yeah, Elemental Royal.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Elemental Royal. I think Cole made that guess too.
Jesus. And you know what's the sad thing is? I only half got the picture. Once I got the half picture of Zendikar in, then the one that Heinzman played against me from fucking Tempest popped into my head.
So
And then I'm like, okay, I got there. I got there.
The funny thing is, your bonus clue was this has already been a Stump the Smith Savant with the Tempest version of it. It was this was the version because I remember saying
the lady planting some shit.
trees and shit. Yes. And I think it was Bill from Woodbury that did this one before.
I don't remember who
the
did
one
that
I
one.
had it on my notes, but I think it's on the sheet. So yeah, I was like, that was my bonus if you had that extra one. So. All right, Guy, you can send us a signed copy. It feels crazy because that was like a 30-minute Stump the Smith Savant.
That was not that long. You pulled tags out that was like 15-minute tags this week. We started normal time, maybe 5 minutes.
We started tags at 7 minutes though. Like that's
I know.
It was so long, Larry. You're drunk now. As he's drinking his beer. All right, so
I'm gonna be drunk.
Guy, you can next time we meet in real life games, you can bring a signed copy of that.
No, Into the Royal is a blue card.
Yeah,
that's a common that you kick to draw an extra card.
Well,
that's fucking stupid.
It's
I know that.
Elemental. It's Royal.
Well, no, do what Steve said. Am I right about Into the Royal?
It's this one. Rolling. No, not Rolling Regrowth. No, it's this one.
That's
Zendikar's Royal.
That's what I thought it was.
This one. Zendikar's
no.
Royal.
What? No. Go back. The one that you thought. That's the one I was thinking.
Oh, you were thinking Royal.
I was thinking that one.
Gotcha. So Oh, that's why you were like, no, it just got printed. Yeah, gotcha.
So it's really fucking close. But I was wrong. I can admit that. What's Into the Royal?
You see what the keyword in that one is? Tapped.
No. Yeah.
That's the difference there.
I know that. Well, no. It's the not having it be an addition to the casting cost.
What?
So in Calamax, when you do Harrow, you pay the 3 and sacrifice a land, and you go get 4 lands into play. With this one,
You have to sacrifice
a
2
land, go
land.
get 2, sacrifice a land, go get 2.
Gotcha. That's
That's
why
the
it works
difference.
so much better.
Yeah.
Into the Royal. Yep, there's the blue one.
That's what I thought. Maybe
This-
that's how we should change the game, is you name the name of a card and I just list off what it does.
No, that's what I do. You do the name.
I know.
That's,
I know.
That was the game we played last week, Lowery. Come on. Let's get it straight.
All right.
All right. Okay. So again, 10,000 EDHREC decks. You guys can submit those to our email at commandersmiths@gmail.com. Again, it is going to be increasing very quickly. And because it's 10,000, I thought this one would be easy because it's 111,000.
Right.
EDHREC
No,
decks.
it's a struggle every day for me to remember where my keys are. And I put them in the same spot every day.
Where did they go? But yeah, you guys can submit those to me at the Commander Smiths email because Larry does not check that one. We keep that, so that's just for this game. Okay, so I want to do a little bit here. We're gonna get into the salty cards, but I wanna stroll down memory road, and this might blow me out later, but I gotta play it because I guarantee you there is a lot of people that haven't been listening to us for over a year and a half, which is when this happened. So let me play this.
We got Hull Breacher banned.
Ladies and
That's
gentlemen,
correct.
welcome to the main event.
We bring you the saltiest cards in Commander with the Salty 64.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Salty. 64. Salty.
I forgot about this.
64. Salty. 64. Salty. Y'all ready for this? All right, am I blown out? Is it working?
No, I think you're
I'm
good. You're
All
good.
right.
You're good.
So yeah, if you guys don't know, we did a Salty 64 tournament. Not this last summer, the summer before. So we're a year and 6 months probably out since the last time we did that.
Night Doji.
Oh, nights. Doji's going to bed.
Yeah, he's tired.
Sleep.
It took
What
me a
is
really
up?
long
What
time.
is my
I'm sorry.
side-
What was all that?
My sidebar was popping up, and I don't know.
Oh.
Like it's just the
was
like
weird.
like if I click on.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever. All right. So we are gonna go through. Do we want to do this last shot?
Like I was you're already fucking ready.
I
Oh.
know. Well, there was a lot of waiting in that last bit there. Okay, we don't have to do it right now. Oh, because you don't.
I
you're
was
gonna have to
thinking
take
midway.
Malort.
I was thinking midway.
How are you gonna do your non-malort? Or are you just taking a
You
malort?
talk enough, I'll be able to just disappear for a bit.
That's easy. All right.
That's
so
really
what we're
my-
gonna do
that's
is
me.
If
I'm the talker.
If you guys don't know this, what we did about 2 weeks ago was going through the 100 top commander cards. We're doing the same thing here with the salty cards. This is going to be a little bit more discussion because there's a lot of cards that we actually use in this. Not that we didn't with the top 100, but there's a lot of repeats, kind of similar cards. There's still similar things like that in this.
I think this is probably a lot more like competitive areas as well. And so like we might not be as versed in it and or as pro it. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You want Adam will do 4 and then I'll switch over and I'll do 4.
And we're just going to kind of talk about each like things that we actually use in this. So for our commander deck. So for example, let's start off with the top 4. This was by the way, it's EDHREC's. It seemed like they
have a salty list.
They had a salty list, and it wasn't because we did our thing. We knew that was there, but now they are on board with it. They have 2019, 2020, 21, and I think this is 2022.
I mean, like we got our list from our patrons.
Right. We did not.
So
go off
I
of
don't
their
even
stuff.
think I knew about
Right.
theirs.
I didn't either actually.
But it
until
was
after.
there.
Yep. So, okay. So here is the first 4. So we have Stasis, which I don't think won ours, did it? Do you remember what our number
It was
was?
like number 2. It was the top 4.
Yep. So, and we did a draft for ours too. So Lowery would pick one and I picked one.
I swear these top 3 were in our final 4,
Mhm.
along with Hull Breacher.
Yep. And that's how we got it banned. Was Hull Breacher the one that got banned, like our number 1? Yeah.
It was our number 1, and then it got banned 30 minutes later.
Yep.
From,
when our podcast aired, and then it got freaking banned. So if you guys want to check that out, go back to last.
No. We hadn't done the podcast.
Oh, we
yet.
weren't doing it live. It was
the Twitter polls ended.
Yes.
And I think we posted on Twitter, we posted on our Discord, and then 30 minutes later.
So when we did the results, we were able to say this won and also got banned.
Yep. I tagged Sheldon and I was like, were we the force here? And we were
response.
ignored.
Yeah. Okay. So we have Stasis is the number 1 spot, Winter Orb, Static Orb, which are all very similar.
This is a good point. The card that you most hate. See, I'm trying to get interaction on YouTube and or in the chat. Put the card that you hate the most out of anything you've ever played against. It doesn't have to be on the list. Don't be embarrassed about it. Just post what you hate.
Number 2 would just post Forest.
Yeah. And Steve here doesn't like Tuck Fergrid. I don't know what that is, but it's fine.
And the last one is Vorinclex, Voice of Hunger. So the old school Vorinclex. So do you use any of these, Lowery? Any of these 4?
Okay. This is one thing that I do not use, like lockdown, tapping, untapping types of cards. I don't use them. Like Stasis, Winter Orb, Static Orb. They really, really slow the game down. They're really brutal against other people. I do have that issue with it. And Vorinclex fits in there. I don't randomly put Vorinclex in there, but it's at least more open to me.
Yeah. I don't have Stasis in a single deck. Winter Orb and Static Orb were in something, but I don't remember why. There was it's obviously with a theme.
Yeah, I don't even remember that for you either.
Yeah, there's a theme of something with untapping and tapping, but I don't remember what it was. So I'm looking back at my decks right now, and obviously I can't even see them, so I don't know why I'm looking back. It's stupid. But Vorinclex was in my decks for a while there, but it's not in a single one of my decks. It's a very good card. For 8, it's a huge. It's freaking huge. It's a big swing, and it does a lot of things. We already getting some comments on here of Cole saying Grave Pack, Dictate of Erebos,
which Adam loves. I don't even know if that's on here.
Yeah, it might not. But yeah, but
I'm gonna get fucked up tonight now. Yeah. I don't know if I can do. I can't do a 4th, by the way.
Okay, that's
because Lizard of Cause is high percentage, and this one is a 12%er. So
we'll see how you feel later. No, I'm just
I'm
kidding.
getting fucked up without a 4th shot.
Black Horizon said Field of Dead. Turgrid is what? Steven
Turgrid.
Turgrid. Ibukaki is just naming decks that I have: Magda, Akiri, and Daryl.
Fair. Okay, so like I think I've played Vorinclex
all you need
once.
to just say is Adam. Like you don't need to write anything else. Adam, and that would work perfect.
Salty. The only place I've ever played Vorinclex is in my Nikia deck, which was all creatures and on theme for doubling mana.
Yep.
The locking people out, like I would have played this without the tapping people's lands down thing.
Yep.
So that's generally I avoid this effect if I can.
Okay. God, the freaking wrench eye braids. Everybody, my decks, Adam's decks. Okay. Lowery, why don't you give us the next 4 here?
All right. The next one is going to be Expropriate, Armageddon, Thassa's Oracle, and Jockle Hops. I think Jockle Hops and Armageddon should be
similar
within that discussion of what, because this will pop up a lot as well. Same thing with like Lockdown, Stasis type cards. But land destruction, we've said this multiple times, of if you plan on playing land destruction, have a way to win. Don't just fucking do it to draw a game out. And that's why Stasis, I don't like those effects either. Have a plan to win.
Yeah.
And don't draw the game out longer than what your play group normally does. That's what you should be aiming for, is what people try and finish in.
I feel very targeted here because now Paul is saying Blanca.
Okay.
Yeah, like every single shut up. Everybody's just Adam decks.
No,
I can't build any decks. I don't.
Maybe you shouldn't be such a good building decker.
Decker. I don't play any of the land destruction. I don't have Thassa's even in my mill deck. Thassa's Oracle is not in there. Okay. And I've never played with Expropriate, which is kind of crazy because it is a very, very good card for 9 mana. Mm-hmm. It feels like, hey, should go in every blue deck. But again, when we've gone to like theme wise and all that stuff, it never fits in. It's a lot of mana and I just don't play that one. So this whole row, there's nothing I have ever played actually.
I've played Expropriate in a Riku of Two Flames deck, which the deck was about like every spell had to do more than one thing. So it couldn't just go get me a land. It had to go get me like 2 lands or like it. If that makes sense, like kill a creature, draw a card. Mm-hmm. Like everything has, so Expropriate has multiple things going on. And that's why I wanted to double it. And it was brutal. It was real mean. So that was years ago, maybe 4 years ago at this point. Armageddon, Jackal Hops, they're in that land destruction conversation that we just talked about. And Thassa's Oracle in Tocasia, which I'm building right now, is the first time I've ever even considered it. I don't know.
Oh,
but that's it.
I just felt like I had to hit the button. It didn't matter at all with the good for you. Okay, next 4. Obliterate, Devastation, Ravages of War, Jin Gitaxias, Core Augur. This is the original one. I own
land destruction, land destruction, and Jin. So same things there.
Jin, I at one point had him in a deck.
Okay.
Not since we've done the podcast.
Really?
Like way back in the day, I don't have Jin anywhere.
It's probably my favorite Praetor.
I mean, it's good, but that's 10 mana, man. I mean, it does a lot.
No, I get that. But there are multiple things of being able to like double up mana. And so I at least flirt with the idea in green. So like Calamax I attack, or when lands untap, you just leave them untapped. Tap them in response to like a Bear Umbra trigger, and then untap them, tap it again, and you flash in Jin-Gitaxias early. I think it was in like Jeddah-Dojanin, hashtag Team Force Walk for a bit.
Shut the hell up.
I don't know if it's there.
Shut
up. But it's been in Calamax for a little bit. I don't know if it's there right now, but it definitely goes in and out of decks.
Oh, yeah.
And it's my favorite Praetor.
Yeah, no, definitely. You got Vorinclex up there. I was going to say it's the best one, but Vorinclex I like more because it's green, and I just like green. Okay, the next 4 is one we can have a little bit more discussion on because there are used cards in this one. Why don't you go with that, Lowery?
All right, so you're going to have Urza High Lord. I don't even remember. Do you remember it? Do you remember that bit? Okay. All right.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Dockside Extortionist, Cyclonic Rift, and the Tabernacle of Pendrell Vale.
Don't have that card, so let's just.
It's $1,000 card. Like we don't have it. That's
it's a $4,000.
Would you play it?
Card.
Probably not.
Yeah,
probably not. I think us being a little bit more casual makes us be a little bit more creature heavy.
Steven Richardson brought up a good point. Urbrask is broken as fuck.
No, it's not. It's not.
I love that he jumps in with the
Urbrask. He'll show up eventually.
He's consistent with it, and I agree.
He's consistent
because that was back when we argued that one. That was fun. It was by far the worst one when they remade Like they kept the levels of the Praetors. Like, oh, this one's really good. This one's really good. And then this one's whatever. Okay.
This one's bad. So let's make it also bad.
Red is like one of the worst ones in the regular one. So let's keep it at that, you know, and then holy shit, you don't get to see all those until they all hit.
I don't.
There. All right. Okay. So this list, go ahead. What do you got?
Sure. Okay. So like let's just say I think Rift, Dockside, and Urza are all fine. As long as you're not abusing them. So like when Urza's on this list, it's there because it's fucking lockdown. It's a stasis deck, essentially. And I like using it as a mana rock in your artifact decks, like a Layla, or I had Glenn was an artifact based deck. Like I didn't have it like as a mana rock, it's really good in the 99 in my opinion. And that's kind of what we're talking about here is 99, not
the commander.
As the commander.
Yep.
Dockside, as long as you're not breaking it as like an infinite combo, it's very good. Also very close to bannable. I said that maybe in the last week or two.
Well, Renshai just said, is there a way not to abuse those cards? Yeah, I mean, just not having the flicker. I don't have a single thing where I've flickering in Dockside and all that stuff. It's just play it, get the treasures, and use the treasures to my advantage. Just playing a normal game with it. You can definitely abuse the shit out of it by being able to flicker and all that stuff.
Right. There's what's the green blue partner, like Thantis, but it's really fucking good where you pay for scry, draw a card, put a land into play or whatever.
Thrasios.
Thrasios, thank you.
Yeah.
You can treat Urza like that in your 99.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
it's you can pay 5 to randomly put a card into play or whatever. Or and it's ramp as well. I like them both doing a very similar thing.
For sure. As long as Urza's not your commander, like you mentioned, in the 99, it's a fantastic card. That's my ramp.
As long as you're artifact based ish.
Yep.
Dockside is maybe too good. But if you just have it as a non-blinkable, non-recurable card in your deck, it's just a one shot. It's a very good ritual.
Right.
And if you treat it like that and you look at it like that, I think it's fine.
Yep. And then Cyclonic is something that I've used.
Get rid of it. Sorry.
I've used a lot.
Adam uses it.
Less lately, but it is an answer for everything.
It helps that you only play red.
I know. That's why Dockside's amazing.
Right.
All right. The next 4 is Sunder, Turgrid or Turdgrid, Rhystic Study, and Decree of Annihilation.
Which is just a land destruction card. We don't have to talk about that.
Kind of Sunder is in the same realm because it's returning all lands to their owner's hands. Turgrid I do have in a deck because it was one I just made with braids because it's all about sacrifice.
A-hole.
I know.
I think it's perfect in there. And it's something that I consider every once in a while. I almost put it in Zangief that I just finished up.
Rhystic goes in every blue deck.
I think in the 99 is fine. Rhystic, it's one of those cards that I try and avoid.
You hipster.
It's not it's not a hipster.
Did you see how I put that on Twitter for this one, by the way?
Am I starting that trend? Is that a thing?
It's just you're hipster in it. That's all you're doing. It's all good, baby.
No, no, it's a hipster.
No,
I was playing Rhystic Study before it was popular and a $38 card.
Good for you.
I was, but I didn't say that. I was playing it when it was I was finding it
for you
for like 20 cents in the bargain bins and going, oh, this is really good for Commander.
Good for you.
Yeah, that's me. That's me being a hipster. A-hole. All right. All right.
All right. I use Rhystic Study, but I play red, so that doesn't work out. All right, the next one's Larry. Go for it.
I like Steve's response. It's essentially I don't like those cards because I don't own them. That makes a ton of sense with Dockside and Cyclonic. Yep. And that's kind of, you can tell that he doesn't own Cyclonic because he doesn't call it Rift.
And he says, I like Ristic Study because I have it.
That makes a ton of sense.
That's a great response right there.
All right. The next row is Fierce Guardianship.
Oh shit! Do I have it? Do I even have it?
What?
One,
Kid
two.
can't even
There we go.
read.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
There's Apocalypse. There's Smokestack, and there is what's the white enchantment?
Humility.
Humility. I'm okay with Fierce Guardianship.
Yeah, I mean we don't like counters, but I like that it has the commander part, so I do play this one occasionally because it feels like it's my protection because it's a counter target non-creature spell, so obviously it's targeting your commander is kind of the idea. I mean it can do other things, but
it gives me I itch a little bit, but like just because it says counter,
just a quick itch and that's it. I don't feel comfortable with that. Apocalypse, we came up with the little combo with
protection.
Teferi's
Apocalypse
protection.
into Teferi's protection is
Done that a couple
fucking
times,
brutal.
but in my Akiri deck it's not in there. You know, we did it when that kind of came out, and then I haven't played it since. Humility, I don't even own that card.
Actually, that's a really good point. All right.
What?
Deflecting SWAT from Steve, where that'll be next week's staple versus.
Ooh, deflecting SWAT and Fierce Guardianship. All right.
Yeah.
Smokestack, I didn't own it until I got the 30th anniversary stuff. So I've been meaning to get that card because I thought it would be kind of fun to try to figure out in a deck. And actually it could fit in a braids type of deck because I'm wanting people to sacrifice and that works with that. But I don't have that in a deck at this point.
Okay. The Smokestack is probably not good enough. I don't know. I don't know. Apocalypse, unless you're doing the Teferi's protection thing, I don't like it.
Yeah.
And then Humility, I could probably like. I own it, but I don't play with it. And Fierce Guardianship, if I want to be a little bit higher power or protecting the commander, I play it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next four. Mindslaver, Smothering Tithe, every white deck. Hokuri Dust Drinker, and sorry, I wasn't reading it just because whatever, because I just was trying to sound it out to myself.
That was
it sounded
kinda,
racist. I didn't mean to do that. I was like, Hokuri, and then it came out really bad. Rising Waters, Mindslaver, I have used back in the day, not in a single deck in years. Haven't even thought of that card going in a deck. Smothering Tithe, every single fucking white deck.
Have you played Mindslaver in a commander deck though? I feel like yours was
might have been a 60
casual.
card deck. You might be right.
I feel like it was 60 card casual.
Because I think
that's how long ago it was.
4 of them. So
we're talking to our cousin Jake at that point when you were using. That's how long ago that was. That's how I base. I have like. It's like Lord of the Rings. I have my first age of Magic where Jake was involved, and then he turned into Sauron, and he's been gone for the second age of my Magic.
It's Middle Earth second age. Rising Waters, I don't even know. Like, I don't have that card either, so I don't.
You're getting too far ahead, Hockey.
What is he doing? Oh, he's getting straight out. Yeah,
didn't mean to yell him. Didn't mean to yell.
But Hokori, I have thought about putting in a deck, but I don't have it in.
What does that do exactly again?
Lands don't untap during their controller's untap steps. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player untaps a land.
It's a Winter Orb. It's a little bit more mana, but it's something, unless you can break parity, I'm gonna really do it. Same thing with Rising Waters.
Yeah, Rising Waters, the same thing.
Yeah.
So Smothering Tithe, though, you use Smothering.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yep. Lowery, next. Oh, sorry. Mindslaver.
I'll do the Mindslaver.
You're a dick.
I think I've done it once or twice. I haven't actually done it, but I've put it into decks and probably cut them before I actually get to play them. I think I've only done it once.
So what you're saying is it's in the searching for the spotlight, but never makes the spotlight.
Right.
There we go. All right. The next 4.
You got Time Stretch at 10 mana, Draneth Magistrate, Gaia's Cradle, and Grand Arbiter Augustine the Fourth. Fuck Grand Arbiter.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just get that one out of the fucking
Thanks,
way.
Trombley.
Yeah, get the fucking out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Gaia's Cradle. Green decks, creatures? Yes, please.
I've been putting into more decks. I try and avoid it because I do understand. It's one of
funny
those things
because you didn't own it until well, you
Right.
did. You owned
Right.
it a long time
Keldon
ago.
Warlord,
Yeah.
which is going to be part of the giveaway, of the $1,000 giveaway. Yep. So I still try and avoid using it because I understand that not everybody has it, and I think it's beyond fetches. It's the best card in the game. It's
Wow.
I think it just is.
Wow.
It's so crazy. It's
Yeah.
so crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I think this is the only other card that's bannable alongside Dockside Extortionist. If that's the way you wanted to go, and you don't have to.
We don't like banning stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Draneth,
could
we've
be
talked
in-
about Draneth before with I haven't put it in a deck.
I don't play it.
Yep. But it's a very good way to be a deck.
Yep.
Make it so they can't cast their damn commanders.
Well, it's not a good card after
Yeah.
the beginning. Like if you don't draw it early, I'm not going to say it's not a bad card. It's not a good card. It's a good card, but it's not as reliable after the first, like, let's say 5 turns.
Right. And then Time Stretch, I haven't ever put it in a deck. I mean, it's 10 mana, 2 extra
have.
turns.
It's been a long time. So I'm fine with it.
All right, the next 4. Hey, one of the new secret layers, Blightsteel Colossus.
Fuck Infect. Sorry, what?
That's one of the ones I like to use for a while
I'm fine.
there.
I'm fine.
Opposition Agent, Narset Parter of Veils, and Back to the Basics.
Okay.
Blightsteel I used to put in a lot of decks, almost every
You
deck
did?
early on. It's not in any of my my older decks. It might still be in there, but it's not in any of the ones that since the podcast. I liked when it goes into the graveyard from anywhere, shuffle it into your library, so it had that shuffle effect. But it was my way of, if somebody gained too much life, this was the way that I could kill them with Infect. Opposition Agent, I haven't played. I just haven't played it
I haven't
yet.
either. It doesn't really fit a theme,
Right.
and so
It's
I
just
can
more
see
of
why.
being a
I think it's
dick.
really good.
Yeah.
But I think it doesn't fit our play style.
Yep. Narset Parter of Veils. It's not in any of my decks, but I could see that going somewhere.
It's flirted with it. It's currently flirting with my Takasia deck.
Oh, cute. They're gonna get.
It's
going on
a good
date?
card. It's
Going on
good.
date?
Maybe not.
Take them out to McDonald's. And then Back to Basics is
Burger King. Just kidding. That's a bad date.
Yeah, it is. Is like a Blood Moon effect, which is underneath our next 4. I have to take a slight pause.
Oh.
And you are going to continue with these 4 while I go pee because my bladder
Wow.
is hurting pretty bad. We're doing the pee break. I did a pee break on the last.
Wow.
Are you not feeling like you
can
have to
tell
pee?
that we're getting old because we can't hold our pee through a whole. Go.
I'll be back.
I shouldn't hear you yet. What is going on? All right. So we're going to talk about there's going to be Nexus of Fate, which is an instant take an extra turn card. You have Emrakul, the Promised End, which is another like taking another person's turn type card. You have Nether Void, which nobody owns, but it's whenever a player plays a spell counter, unless his controller plays 3. So that's not a good card. And then the last one is Blood Moon, like Adam had suggested. So like, I don't have a problem with Blood Moon or Back to Basics because they are affecting non-basic lands, if that makes sense. Like this is acceptable land removal in my mind, both of them, those cards, and I just don't have that issue now. Like it's more like I know that they exist, there's something that I can do about it, and you play accordingly. Now, Nothing Void, I don't think it's an issue because nobody has it. I've never seen it in real life ever. Even in like looking through card shops and shit like that. Like there ain't no problem there. I've already addressed Blood Moon, Nothing Void.
All right.
Emrakul, do you have
Nope.
I don't think I have as big of an issue with it. Like very playable.
Yep. I don't have it
in graveyard decks. Do it. Oh, that's a fucking good idea. All right, maybe I'll put that in my Takasia deck. I forgot about that.
Which one?
Sorry, what?
What one are we talking about?
Nothing.
What? Come on, man. I said man. Really
I was going to put Emrakul in a deck. Like, I have no problem with Emrakul or Nexus of Fate in the deck.
Yeah.
No problem.
Nope. Okay. Do we do in the next 4?
Yeah.
Because I have Blood Moon in my red decks. So
Yeah. I don't think there's any issue there. I had said, like, they exist. People play them. Play accordingly. Make sure you get in your basics.
Yeah.
Play enough basics.
Teach those non-basic land people a lesson. And
Right. So it's just kind of, I think it's good enough. You can do something about it.
Yep.
Right. Rather than destroy all lands. There's nothing you can do.
Yep. All right. Then we got Void Winnower, Send Triplets, Jin Gitaxias, the new one, Progress Tyrant, and Tectonic Break. I didn't even really know about Tectonic Break.
I did.
Well, good for you.
I don't think there's been other than
for
Nether
you.
Void, I have not owned a card.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you.
Void Winnower, I
Playable.
don't have it in a deck or anything, but yeah, you can definitely play it. Send Triplets. I had a commander of that as the 99.
No, that sucked.
Yeah. Especially when you pick on one person, that kind of sucks.
That sucks.
The new Jin, I have not played at all, so that I
haven't
really,
played it yet.
yeah.
No.
There isn't much more to do. Well, the Tectonic Break is that each player sacrifices X land, so it's our land destruction stuff. So.
Yeah, I'm not really into that. Jin, I like you said, I haven't played it. I don't think I'd be mad about it. Sen is salty. Sen sucks.
What?
Like you start getting it does. Void Winnower,
I've had that played against me. That one gets tough, but it's fun.
It does.
It's a different.
It gets
little,
tough. I think there's at least something to do about it.
Yeah. Okay. The next 4, Lowery.
You have Oku, Chaos card. I can't read it, but it's and then another Scramble Verse, which is a Chaos card.
Wait. Which one? So we have
what?
Thieves Auction. Is that what you're asking? Oh, Thieves Auction and Scramble Verse. Yep.
And then you have Wake of Destruction.
Land Destruction.
I'm okay with Oko.
Oko I want to use,
cards.
and I have not put it in a deck. You know, like it's one that I'm like, this is a good removal card.
It's probably something we should be using. Yeah.
But I just don't build blue and green.
The 2 Chaos cards I don't care for. They probably drag the game out too long.
These both were in our Salty 64.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think they were put
both
there
of them.
from Gwen. But
yeah, I think you're right.
And then I think Wake of Destruction is maybe too expensive. It's probably playable though. I don't have a problem with it. I'd have to be in like a mono red deck.
Yeah,
and
because
not
it's
target a
destroy
mountain.
target land and all lands with the same name. So it's not as bad as you would think. Like it's not all destruction, you know, but you could screw one person over if you really wanted to.
Well, like if you go after that mono color player, that fucks them. But it's at least 6 mana, like 3 red, 3 colorless. But you can't really put it in multicolored decks because you might want to hit your second color.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't played it. I
have a bunch of copies of it, but I haven't played any of it.
Yeah.
All right. The next one, next 4 is Teferi Time Raveler, Ruination, Overwhelming Splendor, and Force of Will. I
think they're all playable.
I was gonna say I don't have a problem with anything here. What is
I have not
overwhelming?
played any of them other than Force of Will.
Yeah, Forces. I don't even think I've played Force of Will yet. It's been on the borderline of make it in a deck, but it's just counter target spell, so it didn't make it in. But it was in a deck that I was lacking the removal or protection with, so that's why it was almost making it in. It still might make it there, but everything else, whatever. Like I haven't. Teferi I would play if I played white blue, but I haven't made a white blue deck in a long time.
Yeah, it just doesn't really fit anything. Ruination is
Destroy all non-basic
like
lands.
if you, I think that's a great budget card if you're playing a lot of basics and you want to hurt the people in your life.
He said he's going to build a 5-color salty deck now.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Hey, remember, he got Stump the Smith Savant about 15-20 minutes before you did.
He did. He's a smart guy. Don't doubt him. And then the curse, it's just a bad humility for like what, 8?
Yeah, and it's one player, which really sucks.
Yeah,
that one. I mean, but it's 8, but you're really killing one player. Yep. You're taking him out. All right, let's get on to the next 4. That's on you.
You got Narset and Light Master. You have Omniscience.
Omniscience.
Yep. You have Mana Vortex. And what's that red card?
Impending Disaster.
What does...
During your upkeep, if there are 7 or more lands in play, sacrifice this and destroy all lands.
Yeah. Land destruction card. Mana Vortex destroys the land every upkeep.
Each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices it. Yeah.
It's borderline, but not like it would have to be on theme. Omniscience, as long as you're not comboing, like I'm fine with it.
I haven't put it in a deck, but yeah, that's 10 is a lot. If you're playing something for 10,
a lot.
You are winning. You should be winning the game with it.
Yep. I've had it. I almost cast it in my Kenrith deck a while back, and then number 2 countered it. And I was like, oh, that was a good thing. And then I tried to bring it back, and he countered that. And then I was like, oh, that was a good thing. So, and Narset was that time that I played like extra combats, extra turns, and you and Tyson were like, fuck this game. So I get that. I don't.
But that was your commander, though, right?
That was my commander. Yeah. As a commander, it's brutal.
Yep. Oh shit. How do you? Epicenter. Okay, I was like, what is that word? Epicenter.
I'm still hitting it.
Why?
You got it.
Global Ruin, Warp World, and Mana Breach. Do not own. Do not play any of these cards.
I have at least, I think 2 or 3 of them.
Of course,
I don't have Epicenter, but it's land destruction, right?
You. Epicenter. All players sacrifice all lands instead. If you have Threshold.
Brutal. All right. Land destruction, crazy chaos in a Warp World, and then land effectiveness. I'm at least willing to play Mana. Is it Mana Breach?
Yeah, Mana Breach. Mana Breach.
Say it right. That was Mana. Mana. It's that's fair. No, I did that to you for years. Warp World is craziness. It's like it's fine if somebody did it. I don't think we've had.
There's a lot of words there, and I don't really want to read them right now.
It's the Great Aurora from Origins.
You know what I'd rather do is take this.
Fair. I it's be careful with your land destruction or land fucking aroundish.
I like we should do a segment of land fucking around.
This is it. This is it right here.
What is it? This is the land fucking aroundish episode.
Oh, I'm really worried about that one.
You're doing Malort now, aren't you? Because you don't have your.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Shit.
You were supposed to go and.
I don't want to do this.
Well, you already poured it in.
No, I can make a mess.
Steven wrote land fucking around in.
God damn it. All right, you're right. How about did you do a normal shot?
Could
you go?
It's a fireball. From my advent calendar Christmas tree my wife that Cindy got me.
Okay. Well, Hockey,
you get a bonus.
Thank you so much for this normal shots that we could have taken.
You know, that could be
we had remembered and looked at the notes.
Yours could be Renshai's for next week, and then you're taking Ibukaki's regular next week.
I'm spilling. This is
that's
I'm
really
taking
full.
This.
Wow. Thanks, Ibukaki. That one's delicious. How did yours taste, Lowery? Still tastes good. Still a shot.
I'm gonna dab this up.
Wait, were you gonna dab? Isn't that dab? Whatever that is.
Yeah, that is. Yep, that is. But I was dripping, and I was not able to sip in, and just trying to clean some stuff up.
All right, let me get into the next four. The next four, man. Well, okay. Consecrated Sphinx, Edgar Markov, Jeweled Lotus, and Time Warp. Consecrated I used for a long time there. I don't think it's in a deck now, I think at least. I do have an Edgar Markov deck, which is no, but it's for new players. Remember we kind of built that.
It's very good for new players.
Yeah. Jeweled, I keep trying to fit it in decks, but I've had that discussion before. It feels like it's a dark ritual just for your commander, and so it's harder for me to. It always gets cut, especially when I'm playing the mono. Like Braids, it didn't make it in there. Time Warp. Again, I don't do a lot of the extra turn stuff unless it would fit in a theme with it. So I don't see being not playing that. So
I love how Steve has all these nicknames for
Constipated Sphinx. Yeah.
I think extra turns people have an issue with because they just take longer and you need to like pay attention to what other people are doing longer. And so extra turns you should be careful with. Don't make an extra turns deck.
Black Horizon says Adam hates tempo cards. Let's move on.
I don't hate it. I have Lotus in 2 decks. I have it in Oscar and I have it on Muldrotha because I can reuse them to make sure that my commander stays out. That's the main reason. But otherwise, like there are decks where you don't want your commander to get out too quick. Right.
Yeah, we had that. Had that talk when we talked about Jeweled Lotus a few weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay. I get why people don't like Edgar. Totally get it. And
it's a really good. It's a really good though. Like, I know that people don't build decks for other people to play, but I love that deck for the fact of teaching somebody to play commander. It's so good. I understand that it can be a douchebag deck, but
it's very fucking good.
Yeah. Like it doesn't need to be, you don't need to do much to it. And it's really good. So I understand why people would hate it.
I'm actually perfectly fine with it. Consecrated Sphinx is like a card of like, what do we used to call it? It's like kill on sight.
Yeah.
It's a kill on sight card,
but
I have no problem if somebody's going off with it. Bog Witch is not on this.
Stop it, Steven.
I'm good on the next one.
All right, Lowery, you're on these 4.
We have Elish Norn, Mana Drain, Boil, which is land destruction card. That's a fuck around. Get rid of it. And then Demonic Consultation. And Demonic Consultation is just a tutor, which is something that we've talked about not wanting to use.
Yeah.
And that's paired with Thassa's Oracle as well to just see EDH end games.
Yeah.
So do what you will. It's not something that we play. I'll probably buy it in this secret layer though.
Right. It's in there. Boil is just hate on islands, so it's on blue players. So you get
fair, actually fair. I should play that more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mana Drain, I like in a way. I don't use it, but I like it because you can use it more for a ramp spell because it's saving the mana for your next turn, and then you can use that to pay. You're not necessarily countering something because it's the biggest threat. You're more trying to ramp yourself. And so I can see people using Mana Drain a little bit more often.
I actually have never played it.
I haven't either.
And I've had it since Eternal Masters.
Oh, God.
Good.
Thank
you. I was going for that one. Doesn't happen often when I deserve it.
I didn't get it until Commander Legends. Wah, wah.
So, I think Mana Drain, it sucks, but I think I'm fine with it. Elish Norn is something that I am fine with.
Token decks, they love it. Yep. God, how many more do we have here?
Oh, only 100.
We're getting there. We're getting close, guys.
We're more than halfway. Actually, you called it out pretty good.
We're getting close. All right. So the next 4 is Crater of Behemoth.
Adam Behemoth.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
When's the last time you've been killed by me with Crater Hoof? You have not in years.
You haven't killed me in a long time, so it hasn't been an issue.
Bullshit. I'm not giving you an all good for you on that because that is bullshit.
Hold on. I'll give me that. Hold on. Let me see. There we go.
Oh, good for you.
No.
I talked over it.
Okay.
Korvold, Cataclysm, and Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre. Crater if I like. It's a good card.
No shit. I had it in one deck. I don't have it in any decks currently.
I think it might be in Slimefoot, but it's not in Daryl. It's not in Akiri. It's not in any of the recent green decks I've built. So
okay, because you've expanded your horizons.
Stop it. Korvold.
You've planted more harrows. But fair. That's fair.
Cataclysm, I don't even think I own unless there's a different art that I don't know of. Each player chooses from among the permanents they control. Yeah, that's just another killing all your shit.
Cataclysm?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a land destruction thing.
Yeah.
It goes back to that convo. Ulamog, what is the big thing is you used to have the original Titans in a lot of your decks. I think it was Kozilek that was the one that drew you 4 cards.
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer that's legal between Ulamog and Kozilek?
Well, Ulamog, what I liked is that you had removal built in on it. You're able to
Ulamog?
Yeah, for Ulamog here. But then Kozilek, the drawing 4 is fantastic. Just a side note to people, the early on days, Eldrazi, the reason why I played these on a lot of decks is in case our games would go so long and we didn't have mill players necessarily, but there was sometimes that your decks
could cast them.
Yeah. But the thing is the shuffle effect, reshuffling your graveyard back in. This was my way of getting things back in there. I don't think he's in any of my decks.
I don't think he is anymore.
No.
But our play style has gotten a lot quicker and a lot more efficient.
Yeah.
And you're still not facing any mill. You're the only mill player that we have.
Yeah.
Yep. So I basically agree with everything there.
All right. Next 4. Oh.
All right. That is Force of what?
Sorry, it's
Force of Negation. It's
Gilded Drake.
Gilded Drake. You have the other Ulamog.
Ceaseless Hunger.
And you have an enchantment that
Divine Intervention.
Yeah, that one was only made popular because of what's his name from Goldfish? Who's the main guy?
Saffron Olive.
Yeah, Saffron Olive put that in all of his white commander decks on Commander Clash. That's what they do, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
The funny thing is like when we started doing the podcast, we were like, oh, we like this, we like these guys,
and we don't listen to any of them
Oh
anymore.
my God, no, we don't. I don't listen to anything. I drive in the car on silent at this point. Like having kids, I just needed to be quiet.
Yeah.
I don't know if you do this, but I send little Lowery into other rooms. I'm like, you're being loud. Can you please just
You're
go
nicer
into
than
the
I
other
am. Like,
room and play?
shut the fuck up! No, I'm just. I don't. Swear.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I will burn out a little bit.
But okay, so Saffron Olive made that last one. I don't even know the name. He
So,
made that
divine
fucking
intervention.
card.
So enters the battlefield with 2 intervention counters at the beginning of your upkeep. I don't know this one. Remove an intervention counter from it. If there are no counters on it, the game is a draw. What the fuck? This is a stupid ass card.
Yeah, no, but he loves it, and I'm sure it pisses off a lot of people. So that's
This
what
is
it
in his
is.
commander decks.
When we were starting the podcast,
Yes.
he was doing this a lot. I don't know about now
Why
He
would
might
you
still
want a
do it.
game to end in a draw?
because he wasn't a commander player. Yeah,
It
that was
comes
the
in
big
with
knock
2
on him 5
intervention
years, 4 or 5
counters.
years ago was that he
This
wouldn't even
is-
play his commander.
This is 2
That
turns,
was the thing.
and it's like, what the fuck? That's the stupidest card in the world. I didn't even know this card existed until
Right.
tonight. All right. Force of negation. I can
don't
see
know
the-
if it's his thing anymore. It's been 4 years since I've watched him.
Gilded
I used
Drake,
to watch him
don't
when I was
own
holding
that.
my kid when like trying to do naps. That's how, like when you're like kid as in infant, like the first 8 months.
I hope
And
Saffron
after
doesn't
that,
still
like,
play
I
that,
didn't-
because that's a horrible card. That is the first one on this list where I'm like, why is this on here? Besides, like,
That's literally there because of Saffron Olive.
ugh. All right.
All right.
So
That's
Gilded Drake, I don't own that card, so but it's a cool card. It's kind of fun.
I haven't played
exchanging
it. I'm fine with Force of Negation.
Yeah, Force of Negation I'm good with. Ulamog, this is the other Ulamog. I like this one better, which is why it's probably more. Yes, it is more expensive. Because you're exiling 2 permanents. You're not getting the Annihilator effect, but the exile effect. You all right there, buddy?
No, I'm dying and real getting drunk.
All right, we'll move down to the next 4. Was that you reading those? No, that was me reading those. So you're on the next 4. You all right to read the next 4?
Okay. Yeah, Mana Crypt.
Good card. Good card. Good card.
This is a good card. Yeah, we don't have to go back to that one. We play that one. All right. Something Portal.
Possessed.
Possessed Portal.
It's like we're playing Stump
play
the
that
Smith
one.
Savant again.
Yep.
Can't see.
Gaddock Teague is another one I don't really play, and Smoke, which is a card that I almost always play.
But it never makes the cut.
Right.
I don't have any problems. What is a Possessed Portal? If a player would draw a card, that player skips that draw instead at the beginning of each turn. Each player sacrifices a permanent unless he or she discards a card from his. Well, that kind of seems. Well, it's 8. So you're not drawing cards anymore, and you're just sacrificing permanents. That really kind of sucks.
Right.
So that is actually a really bad card. That one, I agree with. It should not be here. I mean, it should be on this list and it should be a lot higher.
Right. I agree with Black Horizon. Smoke is awesome. I think it goes great in a Voltron red deck. So
Mhm.
like it was very close to making it in Zangief. I think it does great in Ural or that gal that we talked about earlier, Narset Enlightened Mastered. So it definitely has its places. I like it as a card.
Mm-hmm. I can see playing that. I actually don't know if I own Smoke.
Get yourself one.
All right. No, I play one of these cards here. Next 4, Chulane, Teller of Tales, Contamination. Larry, you remember that card?
I do.
Catastrophe and Embargo. I don't own the last 2. Chulane just sucks
address
as a commander.
The stasis or the stasis argument and the land destruction argument
For Embargo and Catastrophe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Contamination was fun. It wasn't fun. I felt bad. I remember I was like, I don't know if I want to cast this, but I think I have to see how this works out, and it worked out in my favor.
I think if you have a way to make it like a lockout, it might be fine. I think it's good. It's really fucking good.
Contamination, for those of you that don't know, it's a black and 2 colorless, and it's during your upkeep. Sacrifice a creature or sacrifice this, and then whenever a land is tapped for mana, it produces 1 swamp instead of its normal type and amount. So I was not going to win, and then I played this, and I basically shut down Lowery and took out the other 2, and then was able to eventually take you.
No, you didn't shut me down. I just got Aether Spouts. So everything went, I was like, oh, everything can go to the top of my library because I can cast this shit. And then you play Contamination. I was like, I can't play any of this shit.
But you were still gaining life every time land was tapped. So it was
because I
it
built
took
good
me
decks.
longer to keep. Oh, all right.
Oh, good for you.
It only worked because I was willing. I'm a stubborn bastard, and I allowed it to keep on going. It should have just been a concede. Tulane's fine. The 99.
The 99 Commander
It's fine.
sucks ass. Like that is one of those that just is. It's so good. Like I guess. It's the same thing as Edgar. I would put it in that same boat. If you're making a deck that somebody's trying to learn and you want them to be competitive, that's a good deck. Like build a deck around that. Make it easy. You're casting spells.
Yeah.
Or casting creature spells, drawing a card, putting a land. Like that just helps a new player. But if you're an advanced player and this is your commander, or if you're playing CDH, then that's a different story. But if you're playing with your buddies and you guys are actually really good, I don't think this is a card you should really be playing as a commander.
Again, it depends on the level where you're at. This isn't quite CEDH, but this is a very good competitive or powerful EDH card or like commander.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a weird level. And so if everybody's like not quite CDH, but like very powerful, I think it's fine there.
Yep. All right. Next for I think this is you, Lowery.
Temporal manipulation. What's that second one?
Acid rain. So destroy all forests. So we have the blue way of killing forest stuff.
What's that third one?
World purge.
All right. That's a land destruction issue, but also just everything. Don't play it. And then there's flash fires, which destroys all planes.
Temporal
don't play it.
Manipulation is probably the only one I'm like, yep, you can play that one. The other ones I'm like, eh.
Yeah, it's land destruction. It all just kind of like either like affects one player or affects everybody, draws the game out. Avoid them unless you have a way to win like pretty quick. And we already talked about the extra turns. Like, don't make an extra turn deck. It kind of sucks. It's just like, oh, I'm good. And then you just kind of win. That's fine too. Like if you can get it over with in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But
the next
pick and choose.
The next 4 I'm kind of a little insulted with, but EDHREC.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Thoughts of Ruin.
Land destruction, get rid of it.
Fall of Thran, land destruction.
Land destruction, don't care about it.
Triumph of the Hordes.
Fuck that poison.
Poison the shit out of Lowery. If anybody, you kill the Smiths, if you can at least kill Lowery with poison, that is a win in my book. I love Triumph of the Hordes. It's not in a lot of decks right now because it's the same thing as Craterhoof in my mind. It's those that are 1 and 2, A and B on those on the scale there, but the infect part. Okay. EDHREC's my commander. So if you're playing this in the 99, then it's just weird. I mean, the other ninja commanders aren't as good. This is a commander, and this is where it should be. Like, there's a spot that this can't be really a 99, but I get it. The reason why people get frustrated is because you don't get the commander tax, and that's why it's on this list.
Yep.
All right. God, we're in the last 8. Last 8. All right.
I think we're not gonna get it within an hour, but we're here.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Oppression.
Yep.
Agent of
Treachery.
Treachery, Torrent of Hellfire, and Keldon Firebombers.
Good job. Yeah, for
All right.
somebody, he's not being able to see how, like, he can see the card picture, but he can't see the words.
I just need
because he's so
it's
drunk.
No, it's I have my drunk goggles on top of blurry glasses. Oppression, I have played.
Yeah,
And
that is the only time I've seen that card is you playing it.
yeah, people aren't happy. Let's be honest about that. I have also played Agent of Treachery. I was making copies of that in Essex.
Oh,
so
yeah.
being able to like steal a ton of shit, drawing 3, 6, 9, 12 cards. It's I can see why people hate that. Torment to Hellfire is just a game ender, essentially, right? Like I don't have a problem with it because it just ends a game.
Yeah, I like Torment a lot.
And then Firebombers
don't have that
Destroy
one.
Land.
All right, last four. It's funny this one makes the list. Choke, which is islands don't untap during their controller's
It's
untap
land
sense.
destruction.
Yep.
It's fine in the Blood Moon sense.
Temporal Mastery. I do play this one because of the miracle part, because of this is actually in Eureka because it is a 7-drop. So you can have the Eureka hit, or you can do the miracle part of it, setting your top and having this be your draw. And then Atraxa, we know it's Atraxa Dex. And then Notion Thief, which is Hull Breacher, but add black onto it in a way. So Notion Thief, I see why it's there. Atraxa, I see Atraxa Dex, and I'm like, are you a poison one? Are you? No one does Super Friends. That's the only one that I have.
I think people do Super Friends with the Traxa.
Yeah, but every time we've seen it, it's not that.
It's been poison.
Yes,
Right.
it's poison.
How did you do it? You had the deck for a while.
No,
That was like
it's
-1,
still that's
-1
the
counter
only
deck?
one. No, it's all Super Friends. Mine are,
Yours is Super Friends?
yeah, it's Planeswalkers.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I don't have any problem with temporal. I mean Atraxa. And then Notion Thief. I don't think I have an issue with it. I don't play it. People don't play it in our they probably should. Not saying that you should, but you should.
I think it's in my Nekasar deck, but that's it.
But why would it be there?
So
you draw more cards to force them to draw more cards, which forces you to draw more cards.
I don't
Like
remember.
you want them to be drawing cards.
Yeah, because normally it's the damage. It might be in there, but I don't remember if it is or not. We built that one. No, that wasn't the one we built.
was a
together.
long time
We
ago.
did a Laurel
No,
together.
we did a
Laurel
Laurel
together. That's right. That was another one that we were trying to make a beginner deck for people, and because we had new players, we were trying to be like, let's make some good decks. Okay, so that is 100 cards. We did under 2 hours.
We did it at 2 hours.
Yes.
Oh no, an hour.
Oh, did
we started at 9:47. It's 9:40 or 10:48 now.
That's right. You struggled with Stump the Smiths.
It was wow.
All right.
Wow.
Let's get to our last
Great.
segment. Let me hit the where's our thing?
I agree with Nicole. Like the issue with Torment is it might not. And again, no, you can. I'm just talking. It might not end the game, but it's like a cyclonic rift. Like if you do it at a semi right time,
Well, I'm not
the
gonna
game is
fucking pull
over.
that up if you're just gonna keep talking to Cole.
Wait,
Cole,
no, I'm
she's
done.
Serenading you right
I'm
now.
done.
All right,
I'm done.
Excuse me, I believe you have my stapler.
Fight!
Staple versus!
I just have the crown on already. So
Right. Oh wow. From last week, I don't remember what we did, but I'd like to say I finally picked a versus where Adam can't pick special art to make
You
it
did,
seem
you
like
did.
it's more improved.
I tried to find special art, and I was like, "Damn it, these don't have it, son of a bitch." Okay, so last week we had actually. Let me get back to that. Staple versus we had Snapcaster Mage versus Eternal Witness. Where besides me giving it away with I'm wearing a crown right now, where do you think that these ended up, or where do you think they should have ended up?
I fight with myself on this. I think it's a lot closer than what you are thinking it's going to be, or what it's not as close as I think it should be. But flash and instant speed removal or interaction is really good, and I do think it's closer than is this worse than 80-20 like last week's Ghost Quarter Force Wasteland?
I mean, I'm already wearing the crown. Does that?
Yeah, I know. Is this like 90-20 or 90-10? Is that what's going on here?
Okay, so
I think I think Snapcaster Mage is a really good card. It's a really good, because if you're playing Counterspell or cheaper, or Swords of Plowshare removal, or Rapid Hybridization, like, it's a really good card at instant speed.
Sure.
I look, you don't got to cock off right now.
I want your honest opinion of
I think
which one you would want instead of trying to fight for what
Eternal Witness is better.
Okay, that's what I want.
But not in whatever percentages you're cocking off about.
Well, Discord disagreed with you.
Sure.
And that was at 56% to Eternal Witness.
Close. Okay.
That's
respectable. Close. That's what I'm saying.
Twitter, with our huge 5 votes,
yep,
gave you at least the lead in that with 60% of the votes. But you can't compete with YouTube. It's 72% of the votes went to Eternal Witness.
All right. No, I'm not mad about that. I'm not.
What's happening over there?
Short circuit.
Yeah.
Early 90s movie or late 80s. I don't even know.
What do we have for this week's? All
right. Burning Prophet is 1 in a red, and it's a 1/3. But whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you get to scry 1, and it gets +1/+0. And Dragon's Rage Channeler is a 1 red for a 1/1. And you guys, what does it do?
All right. So, it's a 1/1 human shaman. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell. So both of them have whenever you cast a non-creature spell, something happens. Mine is Surveil.
No. Is yours a non-creature spell?
Yes, it is.
No, mine is. Is mine a non-creature spell?
Yes, it is.
All right.
I'm glad we're not doing 4 shots.
Right. Because I thought mine was a sorcery.
This was the end
let's bump mine up in your head a little bit more.
This is
in a non-creature spell is a scry versus a non-creature. What is that?
This is the end of my fireball, so I'm just going to help you out a little bit.
All right. That's a little too late. It's not going to affect you that quick. Unless you're Sally.
So, no, it's Adam. So it has Surveil 1, which is look at the top card of your library. You may put that card in your graveyard. So what does red like to do? It likes to throw stuff in your graveyard.
Does it? Does it?
When? Faithless looting. We like to do all that fun stuff. We're throwing stuff into the graveyard and play off of the graveyard.
It's not that they like to. It's just that something that they do and they can't take advantage of.
You play off of that. And this
what are you going to add into this?
Let me finish the card.
No,
as long it has delirium, as long as there are 4 or more card types in your graveyard or among cards in your graveyard, it gets 2/2 and flying.
Wow!
And attacks each turn of people.
Hold on, repeat that.
It attacks. Who has flying? No one has flying.
What do you mean? Who has flying?
You don't have flying.
Everybody has flying.
No, that's the ones that I get through the easiest.
Sorry, I turned in Nelly there real quick. Everybody. in the club getting tipsy. No, that's
Mine's a one drop.
Made to pre-joint, but okay.
I'm gonna let you do your thing. You do your thing. You do you, buddy.
What? Look, okay.
I'm
Can
giving you
your
a
creature
chance.
block at all?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It can't at all. As
Yes,
a
it can.
chump, sure. But if somebody, okay,
Well, you
there's
said
a
it can't
1/1
block at
versus a
all. It can.
1/3 and
It
a
can block.
2/2 is attacking. Somebody looks at you and like, I'll attack you. See if you block. And somebody looks at me with a burning prophet as a 1/3.
So
They're like,
we're talking about
let's-
1 damage right now, right?
early game. No, 2/2.
Okay.
2/2.
Then we're 40 life.
That's double what you're
We're
thinking.
we're talking about 40 life, and you said early game
We're-
too. So
We're talking
40
about practice.
What
and-
is not practice? This is a game. This is a game. It's not practice.
It's not
It's a game.
practice.
This is a game.
All right. And so early game blockers, I think, are super underrated, and people
Maybe it
should
should be a
start
segment.
looking at that more.
Should be a
Right.
segment.
What?
Should I write
add
it down?
You have the list. You have the list.
This is how important it is. I'm not writing it
Burning
down.
Prophet. No, you should do that right.
See this pen right
Maybe
here?
now.
It's dropping down to the ground. I don't care.
Wow. You think you're dropping a mic, but really it's just a pen. And Burning Prophet, being able, like, there is
So it
not
comes out a turn
huge
later,
difference,
right? So I'm
There's
able to
not a
surveil
huge difference.
the next turn.
Not a huge difference between what you're saying is surveil and scry. I get that you can use the surveil a little bit more.
'cause-
I get
Yeah,
that. I
because-
get it.
Oh, you're
I think
adding to
that's-
my
that's
point.
true.
I didn't even get to put that into that.
No,
Like, you play up the
I'm
graveyard.
an honest
All right.
person this whole time for the year and a half. Like
For the year and a half.
this
I'm
is
not-
me. I'm real. Okay, I'm real on
Isn't that
this.
a Jennifer Lopez song? Real?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
think it is.
sorry, we don't need to add more songs into this.
Okay, so yes, I can play off the graveyard. What is easier to play off of?
You
That was
can.
one of my points. Off your graveyard or
Uh-huh.
off the bottom of your library?
How many cards
No, that's not the
could
question I was
Dragon's
asking.
Rage Channeler? How many decks could that help in for you?
All of them.
That's a lie. Because you never play from the graveyard, so it doesn't
I
help
know
you.
because
that's
I have
specifically
said,
why I asked you.
I have
Quinn.
said
Quinn.
that I have
Quinn.
added more recursion in because
Right,
of your
right.
monkey
But they're
ass.
not. It's not
Your
like
monkey
good
ass
recursion.
is the
so it
reason
doesn't
why
matter.
I play
All
more
right.
recursion.
But you have one deck that would love Burning Prophet, unless you took it apart. and I'm
yeah, that
going,
one's on the cutting.
Grenzo.
That's on the
Grenzo?
cutting
would
block.
love
Yeah. One
Burning
deck.
Prophet.
You are talking about one
because
deck.
it's scryed. Oh, that's a good creature card. Scoop down to the bottom
So you're talking about
and
Grenzo.
then cheat it into play.
There's
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's all. This is all I'm saying. I've seen one other person play a Grenzo. That's somebody from the Discord. Was it
Right.
James? Was it
Yep.
James?
This would have been great in that deck too.
No,
Like fantastic.
right.
Like
There
amazing.
are no Grenzo decks out there. No one plays from the bottom. That's the only exception when we do our London Mulligan rule. Not London Mulligan. The draw rules. If you're playing a Grenzo deck, you need to shuffle it. That's only
Right.
happened one time.
I agree. But Burning Prophet would super help in that situation. Let's say that. And I'm not saying that Dragon's Rage Channeler would not have
How many
a
more
benefit
decks?
to certain decks.
How many more decks play from the graveyard? How many, like, just regular decks play from the
All right.
graveyard?
All right.
You're going to one
Aight.
situation of the bottom
Aight.
of the library.
Look
You got
at
one
this.
deck.
What's that?
How many
What's
more
that
decks are there?
equipment that you really like in your Duke deck?
Am I dupe deck?
Yeah. The one where you can be like red, white, detached, go and play an instant from the library of 4 CMC or less.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, you do. You liar. Stop drinking because I'm out of drinks. But that equipment is much better with Burning Prophet versus DRC. All right.
So we're talking
Right?
about two things.
Right.
You're talking about
We're
two
talking
cards.
about practice.
We're talking about two
And
cards. Two cards. No, you have pointed out where I have like unlimited decks. If you play recursion, you should play recursion.
Sunforger. Right. Sunforger.
Steven, stop it.
Nope.
Well, it doesn't matter. You have 2 cards.
And
you have 2 cards. Let's just talk about.
What are you doing it like
build
that?
up-
Are you part of the Illuminati and I don't know it?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have drunk Lowery.
Yeah.
You know what's
I'm trying to create a.
You know what's fantastic?
I'm trying to create our own QAnon in the.
What does this mean?
What does this mean? Why you keep doing that?
Is that CNN?
It's Illuminati.
That's
It's
CNN. I feel like I don't even need to go through my notes of stuff.
I can block. That's all I gotta say. That's a mic drop.
I do want to point out one thing though. The surveil does not work with madness. For those of you that think that madness would work in this situation, it does not work with madness. Mine doesn't work.
What?
Madness doesn't work with surveil.
Of course it doesn't.
Yes, I'm just pointing.
Madness is a discard effect.
I know.
Surveil is a mill effect.
Because I'm in such a lead with this one and the arguing, I just want to help teach people just in case they thought that madness would work in this situation.
Sus. G sus. S-U-S. Sus.
The other part of this is as soon as I have those 4 types in the graveyard, it's always a 3/3. I don't need to cast spells to make it bigger. I don't need to do a non-creature spell to make it bigger. It's always a 3/3 flying. Evasive. Is yours evasive? Is yours evasive?
Right. Here's the problem that people don't see, because people think that prowess is really good. This is prowess. This is prowess. That's what it is. Other than the +1 part. It's not adding the toughness. That's
matters.
Not the prowess part. No, it doesn't.
It matters.
You take that back. You take that back.
You're a hooker. No, you're a hooker.
See, that's what I want. Black Horizon here saying that he's never seen Burning Prophet before. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
That's all I wanted.
Let's get to the decks. Should we get to the decks part?
It's not. No, I don't. No, we can.
No.
Thanks for listening. What do you normally say? And then Lowery steps in as those.
I don't remember.
Thanks for listening.
So do you remember Burning Prophet when that one came out? What set that is? You can see that little set symbol there. An STD, yes. Nice. Burning Prophet. You got him. You got him, Renshai. So just so you know, War of the Spark is when Burning Prophet came out. How many EDHREC decks do you think that's in? Dude, it's that's a while ago now.
An easy 3,000.
Yeah, you're pretty close. 4,000.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
Where do you think Dragon Rage Channeler?
Way more than it should.
Modern Horizons
way more.
2. So it's a year and a half ago. Less than a year and a half ago. Where do you think that one's at?
40.
No,
less than 15.
Okay, 15. Hey, if that's your guesses, those are good guesses. 18,000 EDHREC decks.
All right.
What was that high pitched noise?
It's regret. That's what it is.
All right, that's all I wanted to get out there.
I should get this. People should play Burning Prophet more. That's what it should be. It's 1 colorless mana more for 2 extra toughness. You can block early game. Dragon's Rage Chandler early game is nada. Is nothing.
Who cares about blocking with Commander?
Me. I'm the one that's attacked.
You're the one.
Remember, everybody's comment is they hate your decks. But they attack me first. I'm the one.
You are the recursion.
I soak all of your I soak all of your damage at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
That's how this goes.
You are the recursion king. So Dragon's Rage Channeler is your baby. That is you. That fits you. I have Burning Prophet in more decks. Wise.
No, it's a better card. This is okay. Hold on. Real voice here. All right. Burning Prophet's a better. Oh, hold on. I I got
You
that.
can't even get it because you're lying. You're lying.
Nope.
You liar.
Nope. Burning Prophet is a better card because it's able to block and can potentially be aggressive. The 3 damage from DRC hardly matters.
Oh, so
because
like
you have to attack.
Okay, so if the 3 damage hardly matters, but blocking
no.
blocking
It's
the
that
2
you
damage
have to attack. That's the
blocking
part
the
that I
2
don't like is that you have to attack.
Yeah, but
because
there's tons of
somebody
people, there's
you
always
can
somebody
chump
without
block all day, but what if you're
there's
using
always
it? They're gonna
people
kill
without flyers. There's always people without flyers.
Never.
But
maybe.
there's
That's
always
not false.
You're pretty. All right, that should do it for this podcast. You guys can vote for this on the Discord. You can vote for this on the lackluster Twitter that there is. You can vote for this on the YouTube community tab. Just click on that tab. Again, Wednesday. We are live again, but we are doing the giveaway, $1,000 giveaway of cards and crap. Just check it out, guys. You got to join us for that.
I will not shit on live stream. What do you mean crap?
You're not gonna shit on the live. I got you.
You said crap.
All right, guys. That should do it for this podcast. We will catch you guys on Wednesday or next week.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
I love boobs. I'm talking tatas.
We'd probably do better if we could tell them what we're going to do next week, but we just never know.
Thanks for the memories.
I know I have it. I prepped it.
Huzzah! I gotta pee again.
I do too. Please.
I gotta pee.
Stop
the
stream
podcast.
so I can go stream.
So you can